Hi, welcome to Soul Nirvana Spirituality. This is Lisa. Welcome to my channel. I am doing a mystical, magical Mercury direct reading for tomorrow when Mercury goes back into direct motion. This video is dedicated to Amanda, one of my clients that has been begging me to do this video now for the past couple of days. So I said, all right, I got a little bit of time today. I'm going to do it for you. So here you go, Amanda. Here I am, Amanda. So I hope you enjoy it. We're going to do all kinds of cards in the reading. And I'm going to send all of you love, light, and blessings. Thank you for joining me. Okay, everybody. So welcome. Welcome to the channel. We have 3 piles for you to pick from today. We have the hematite, which is pile number 1. We have the rose quartz, which is pile number 2. And then we have the clear crystal pyramid, which is pile number 3. I'd like you to take a deep breath. Focus on the pile that you're most attracted to, that you resonate the most. And we will begin your reading. Thank you for coming to my channel. Sending love and blessings to you all. So if you picked pile number 1, which is the black hematite stone, this is going to be your reading today. February, what is it, the 20th today, the day before Mercury goes direct. So the energy is going to be shifting. Now when Mercury goes direct, it goes into stationary direct first. So don't really expect things to really start moving until Tuesday, Wednesday. It needs a few days to build up that momentum to go again. So at any rate, I just like to mention that because people think when Mercury goes back into direct motion that all your problems are solved. Your internet issues, your technical difficulties, your electrical difficulties, your appointments. It takes time. It takes time. But you will get there. So have faith. So let's see what we have for cards for pile number 1. So let's see. We have the first card we have is the 9 of Swords. And then second we have the Magician. Third card we have is the High Priestess. Fourth card we have is the Hierophant in reverse. Fifth card we have, let me move these over. I don't have my regular cameraman today, is the 7 of Wands. And the 6th card is Judgment. So pile number 1, first of all, you have a ton of major arcana cards in this reading. So let's get going here. So let's see. So the first card I see is this 9 of Swords. Something may really have terrified you in the past. You may have manifested this, is what I'm seeing. But whatever you manifested, whether it be finance, health, love, for whatever reason, it terrifies you. I think it was more intense when you brought in this energy. It was much more intense than what you had originally anticipated. So, say you brought in financial success and you tried to manifest or pray for $500 and you ended up with, say, $500,000. That's intimidating to some people. Same thing with any kind of manifestation. So, say you were bringing in love. The love was extremely deep. It could be your divine counterpart. It could be your soulmate. It could be your, I don't really use labels like that. But divine counterpart, I think, is kind of more right than soulmate, twin flame. I don't really necessarily know what all of those, I know a lot about them. Whether I like to use a label for that or not, not really. But whoever this person is, if that's the case, is you have a deep connection, almost like a past life type connection that you just love them. And you might be running away from that because it scares you, or you might be running away from having all the money and responsibilities, maybe not spending it wisely, or maybe being afraid to spend it and being in that sense of lack. And you need to get out of that energy. And even though this card is ahead of this one, I still think it all kind of ties in together. And presently, everything is just a mystery to you. Or you just, you have the answer deep within. See the light and the dark, the yin, the yang. You know the answer. You have the book on your lap here. But you keep using head over heart for everything here, head over heart. And what you need to do is use your heart in this matter. Even if it is money, if it's something that you absolutely want and love, purchase it without being ridiculous about it. Same thing with love. Same thing with love, that if this is somebody special, no matter what the circumstance, as much as your logical mind wants to come into play, I think you have to open your heart and use your heart in this situation, because that is the key to your happiness, okay? And there may be some kind of a separation. It could be distance. It could be you or them, maybe presently, recently separated from them, moved, or, had a breakup or something like that. Or if it's a financial thing, which it could be both. It could be both in this one. It's something that you're unsure of. Maybe you left an old place to move into a new place, and you're a little afraid of, maybe it was more expensive than you originally thought of. Or maybe you're looking for a place, but you're undecided. But it seems like it's a break from your past. But it's just stagnating because of Mercury retrograde too. But this is all going to change in the future, because I do see you preparing yourself. So say you're moving house, you're preparing, you're packing, if you're preparing for a new job, you're obtaining the skills necessary. You're battening down the hatches. You're getting ready if you're leaving another job, if you're leaving another partnership. You're putting all your ducks in a row before you make this move. If you're planning to spend money, you're investing it wisely, or you're looking at things wisely, or you're researching on what it is that you have to spend money on. So it's something like that. And in the end, all will work out because you have judgment. So this card is renewal. It's seeing things in a new light. You finally see the light. And you see things blossoming over here. So things will begin to blossom in the near future. I have 7 and 20 over here. So 27, which is 9. 9 is also the card of ending. So you may have to end something and separate from it in order to have this new beginning. Also 9 hours, 9 days, 9 weeks. I'm going to say there's something significant that's going to happen in 9 days. Not like over the top crazy significant, but progress in whatever we're looking at over here. Could be finance. The 3 things I'm seeing are finance, career, and possibly a very deep love connection. And the other thing I'm getting right now, I'm getting a message, is maybe you're just not used to anything this deep, so it's kind of overwhelming you. But the answer lies inside. And I think the answer to this question, and I'm not going to, because you ultimately have to make that decision with your heart, but you have the answer locked within you. You have the book of knowledge. If it's a really deep love and there's a lot of obstacles, you're preparing and you're going to get through, and this love relationship is also going to blossom. You're going to see the light, because no matter what obstacle that you may encounter, it's going to be worth it for you. Same thing with new job finances. You're going to tough it out this time, I guess, is the best way to put it. You're unstoppable with your energy, with all this major arcana over here. So that's good news, pile number 1. And then we have the Earth Magic card here. So again, 9 hours, 9 days, 9 weeks. I'm saying 9 days, something is going to happen. We have Stone People, which is vigilance. So this is kind of exactly what I'm saying. You were going to tough it out. So whatever this situation is, you're going to make it through. You're going to be tough and you're going to persevere. And I also see, with the Stone People, I think of mountains. Maybe you need a trip to the mountains to meditate, or maybe you need to work with crystals, because crystals are mineral stones. People call them stones. Well, I still call them crystals, but people call them stones. And then we have messages from your angels, which is Sonia. I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. So this is a really beautiful message. It could be somebody that recently passed on or a loved one that you were very close to. But what I'm also getting from this card is if you're worried about something that's holding you back in the past, or you feel like you would let somebody down that maybe you lost, and you're doing something for the benefit of them, they're saying they're happy. They want to see you happy. They love you. They're at peace. And they want you to move on and not worry about them or the situation that you possibly are in. So whoever needs to hear that message, there you go. And then we have the spirit animal deck. You have the Bobcat spirit, which is a beautiful bobcat here. It says life is a mystery. So it is. And, you know, a lot of times you're going to kind of have to go into the unknown. But you're not going to know what beautiful things await you if you do not try to venture into this and not take a chance ever and be very logical. So sometimes in life, you have to take that chance. You have to take that leap of faith. And the number 8, which also is the infinity symbol to me. So this may be a soulmate connection or something that you're divinely guided to do in life. 2 messages I got for you on that one. Okay, next is the Romance Angel card. And if this isn't a love question that you were asking, please disregard this card. But if it is, this is for you. Express your love. Go ahead and make that romantic gesture. So if you've been unsure about it, because life is a mystery, you got to be vigilant and take that chance, take that leap of faith. We have some angel answer cards here for you. We have if you believe. So you have to believe. Believe in whatever your heart wants you to believe in and make it happen. And then it says to remain positive. So, you know, I think of it like this, with all the stuff with all the things that are going on globally in the world too, it's very easy for that to drag you down if you allow it to. If you're watching too much TV, or if you're on social media too much, if you're watching the news, or, you know, you listen to all the negative talk that's all around us, that just hammers us with information continuously, that's going to stress you out and make you feel negative, and it's going to draw in negative energy to you. So I have a couple suggestions for you. Watch my energy clearing video, or watch any energy clearing or energy healing or clearing meditation on YouTube, and make this a daily practice, even if it's a 10-minute video. Mine's, I think, 11 minutes long it runs. And just try to remain positive as much as you can. And if you need help remaining positive, try to repeat this meditation maybe once in the morning and once at night. Or take 5 minutes to yourself just to quiet your mind. Get off, stop watching the news. Get off social media, take a break. Take a walk, go out to nature. Sit in a room. If you can't get out to nature right now, sit in a quiet, peaceful space by yourself, even if it's your bathroom floor. If you just have a very busy household, just find a spot for 10, 15 minutes a day and just regroup, relax, refresh your mind, Clear energy. Okay? And I will not preach anymore because I can be a preacher a little bit. Now we're going to do some charms and we're going to move on to pile 2. Excuse the noise. Okay. I'm going to give you 1 or 2 more because it just wasn't enough. So let's see. We have the fairy sitting on the moon. So a magical situation. It says made with love. So there is love in the situation. I see these flowers over here. I think of spring. So something may happen in spring, around the spring equinox. There's ballet slippers here. So I think of something creative. You may be creative. If this is a love reading, both of you may be creative, or they may be into the arts or have some kind of creative outlet. Possibly, you know, just in general, they may have a store or they may have a social media outlet or something like that. And that's how you connect. The other thing is, this is an iron. Some details may need to be ironed out in the future. We have 2 elephants here, which indicate strength to me. But because I see 2, they usually travel like that. So I'm thinking of travel. I also think of India. So if somebody's from India, this may be your reading. And then the last one we have is a tree. So I see growth in the situation, whether it be career, work, something that you want to do, or your love situation. I see growth in the future. I see love and happiness and building a family or a very strong connection. Same thing with work, growth, building blocks to a future, better positions, learning. So pile number 1, I hope that resonated with you. If it did so, please like, share, hit the bell notification to subscribe. Sending you love and blessings. Okay, so pile number 2 for those of you who chose the rose quartz. Let's see what we got for you. So we have the 4 of Cups in reverse, first card. We have the Devil. We have the Lovers. Interesting. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. We have the Queen of Chalices, and we have the World card. Wow. Wow, pile number 2. So, okay. So, in the past, you were kind of sad, weary, not knowing how your life was going. But this energy, because you were kind of just stuck in a situation, you just seemed to just not be going anywhere in life. You didn't see what was right in front of you, right apparent to you, or you couldn't do anything with the 4 cups that are out this window here. These beautiful 4 cups of love. And you're just thinking, because it's kind of like there was a barrier between you and these cups. This energy, happy to tell you, is moving away slowly. But also in the past, there may have been some devil energy. And this could be addictions, lust, addictions, some kind of tie that can't be broken or you felt couldn't. Addictions can be anything. They can be anything from gambling to alcohol to drugs to sex to food to overthinking to social media to anything, really anything. But this is in the past. So you see these vines around them. It's like you're tied to something from your past. But I think you're moving out of this energy because this is in the past. So that's good. Because you're going, because the devil is just like kind of like a bad version of the Lovers. So then presently you have the Lovers. So I'm going to say this is a love reading. I could be wrong, but I think it is. So there's a choice you need to make in love very soon. Presently also, I see the 8 of Swords in reverse. You might have felt like sick over this choice. It might be a very big choice in love. It might be leaving something in the past, leaving somebody in the past, or, getting over a past relationship hurt, or breaking a toxic and negative situation for a new situation, or just trying to make that decision. Okay. But there is love presently. You are in love. I think I see you are in love with somebody. And you're coming out of that energy, that, you know, that ill feeling. You're starting to feel better and better and slowly. And once Mercury goes direct, you may feel better about this. There may be communication, whether it's coming into you or it's you are communicating what you need to tell somebody and tell them about this decision, or maybe not necessarily tell them about this decision, just kind of speak your mind about what you want to say to them. And I think it's going to be okay, because if you're a female, it's all energy, please. I say male, female, but it's just energy. So the Queen of Chalices, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, female energy. You could be this person, or this person could be your love interest. And if this is you, you're going to speak this with a loving heart. And sometimes it's hard for you to express your emotions, but you're going to be able to overcome this and do it, because you also have the World card. So you're going to get everything you want, whatever it is that makes you happy. It looks like you're going to make the right choice. If this is a female that you are speaking to and you're in fear, let me just tell you that this Queen of Chalices is already in love with you, and it's going to be the ultimate, most beautiful ending in this. So in the future. So we have 21. So 2 and 1 is 3. So I'm going to get 3 days, 3 weeks, at the very latest 3 months. I think 3 months is going to be like maybe not necessarily a commitment, but completely taking the relationship and making it more serious. With the World too, there could be long distance. Maybe you're going to meet in 3 months. So we're almost in March, so April, May, June. So maybe by June you'll be able to travel again, depending on where you are. Or maybe that's when, excuse me, things will just loosen up and lighten up in the world. You'll be able to travel. Excuse me again. It's very dry in my Reiki room today. I think I need a humidifier in here. Every time I get up here, I get really kind of very dry. And if I'm talking a little bit more, so my apologies about that. But I do see this beautiful meeting in the future. I'm going to say 3 months. In 3 days, there may be some kind of a conversation, or there's going to be an indication of you either telling somebody. If you tell them, it's like they're going to tell you they love you back. Something like that. Or you're going to, or you're going to get something from them that's going to warm your heart. Either if it's just something, you're going to talk to them and they're going to say something really beautiful, or, a card or a small gift, or maybe just maybe like a cute meme that's really adorable that you'll love, or a message, something to that effect. 3 days, okay? And then, Mercury will just start to be rolling again. If you haven't heard from this person or you've been sick about it, things are going to be moving. And this is, I'm not going to say this is somebody new. You might know them. The past person that you had to release, it looks like you were kind of sick about it, but this devil energy is in the past, which makes me feel like you're releasing somebody or something from your past. Person, hurt, maybe both. And this Queen of Chalices is just kind of waiting to offer you her cup also. She's waiting for you, you're waiting for her, whatever. Whatever the situation, if you're her, you're waiting. If this is the woman that you're interested in, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, she is waiting for you. She loves you. She has feelings for you. So, and you're gonna, if you go with this, you're going to have the world in 3 months. 3 months, whatever this beautiful thing is here. So then we have the Earth Spirit card, Spring Equinox, Rebirth. So maybe something, I mean, we're getting close to spring. There may be a rebirth in this relationship, maybe a second chance type situation, or a second opportunity to show your romantic feelings or accept an offer. So that may be the same. And I see something happening. See how this is spring? I also see something happening around Easter. So Easter is April 5th. The spring equinox is March 21st. So around that time, something may also happen then. Maybe maybe a new partnership, maybe growth, maybe fertility. So if you're looking to become a mom or a dad or become pregnant, or you're looking to be fertile in a situation, that's the time. And I just noticed this, so you see the rabbit. There's also a butterfly, which indicates transformation as well. So it's going to be very transforming on you. And then we have messages from your angels. We have crystal. Have faith and hope, because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't see. So something new is coming in that you may not be aware of yet. And then we have spirit animal cards, which is a sandpiper spirit, says to be playful. So whatever the situation, don't be sad, just be lighthearted, be playful. Things are going to work out in your favor. 51 or 50 may be very significant to you too. Also the number 6. Okay. And for romance angel cards, we have heart-to-heart conversations. That's exactly what I was saying. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And then we have the angel answer cards. We have success, which is beautiful. And then we have within the next few weeks, which would be around the spring equinox. So there you go, pile number 2. Those are your cards. Let's get some charms out for you. And we'll move along to pile 3. Okay, let's see now. We have lips, communication, kissing, love talk, stuff like that. Dolphin, very spiritual animal. Also possibly a water sign, again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I see a flower, so possibly something in the spring, warm weather, beautiful flowers and stuff. I see this bird over here, which means peace to me. It also means messages, fast messages. I love soccer. Somebody may be into sport. Somebody may be in a country where soccer or football is played. You know, it's maybe their #1 sport or something like that. See an owl, so wisdom, you may bring wisdom into this situation. And we have a fish, another Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Also could be a tropical location. There's a cross here, so I think that this is a divine partnership, also divinely guided by angels, by spirit. We have a heart. So there's love here, love, communicating love. And then we have a little moon and a star, which is magical. And I told you this reading was going to be magical. So magical, maybe just your connection is magical. And this is definitely a love reading. If you haven't guessed, I don't think I said anything. And then a spoon. So maybe possibly eating, nice meals. Maybe you're both foodies. You both love food. I'm a foodie for sure. Or spooning, like, kissing, hugging, if you're able to do that, because we do get the world. So if you're not, just love, affection, romance, cutesy, spooning type, kind of sexy messages, possibly something like that. So pile number 2, that has been your reading for today. If you did so, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification, sending love and blessings to you. Okay, pile number 3. If you chose the clear crystal quartz pyramid, this is going to be your reading for today, February 20th. Mercury going direct tomorrow, and within the next few days, things are going to start to flow quite nicely again. So, Let's get going on your reading here. Let's see what we have for you. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Moon. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the King of Wands. And we have the Empress. So, woo. Pile number 3. Okay, so let's get started here. In the past, you felt left out in the cold, sad about something. Maybe, feeling left out in the cold, possibly by a loved one, or not being able to see a loved one, or somebody in your family, or financial burdens. And this all could be due to the global situation with COVID and stuff. You see how sad he is? He's under the mushroom crying. Mushrooms, usually they cover them in dirt and in the dark. They grow basically in shit. So maybe you felt like you were just in shit, just in a shitty situation. Excuse my language. Financially, you don't see the coins on the ground. You're just unhappy. Anyway. And this Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius woman, when watching you, she may have been an issue in the past, or just very sharp with you, very hard, very rough, dramatic, but in a harsh way, not in a fun way, and just cut you right off. You see the look on her face? She's just pissed off. She's angry. So whatever the situation is, this is in the past. You still might be kind of emotional about it. Maybe you felt some emotional pain because of her. This also could be a family member or a boss. So this isn't necessarily a love reading, but it also could be. Could be an ex or a partner that you possibly recently split with. Still a little emotional about it, but you're turning your back. You see, you kind of turned your back to that situation. Or it's kind of you're looking back at it in the past and you're holding your flowers for the future. And you're almost out of it. You see the feet? That's the only thing that's left. You just need to walk completely away and not turn back anymore. Because you're preparing for something. So maybe you're going to a new job. Maybe you're moving and you're preparing. And you're a little guarded with the scarecrow here from all the crows, all the negative energy. So if you're around negative people, there could be a lot of people that are negative. There could be somebody that doesn't have a brain. I don't know where I'm getting this from. That's gossiping or, whispering in your ear, telling you things that just aren't really true. Just trying to talk you out of a situation. And if this is happening, you need to get rid of this person or this dummy. Excuse me. I'm not trying to be judgy, but I'm just being honest. Whoever this person is negative. They're giving you information because of jealousy. They don't want to see you succeed. This comes up all the time lately, and it's really strange. It comes up in my candle wax readings too. This is my biggest thing that I have to say to anybody is you can be friends with somebody for 30 or 40 years and they may seem to be, this could be a friend, a family member, a parent. This could be a boss. This could be anybody. People don't always have your best intentions. If you feel jealousy or negativity from anybody, you get that vibe at all, you need to step away from this person and keep your distance from them. And do not share or discuss any of your personal information or goals or aspirations with them. Because even if they seem extremely sincere and they've been loyal to you in some ways, you're going to notice, or you might not notice right away, that they do not want to see you happy in whatever you're looking at for your situation here. It could be jealousy. And it just could be that they're so miserable with their own lives that they drag other people down. You need to cut these ties. You need to cut them loose. Or you need to keep them at bay, because sometimes you cannot do this if it's a family member. You cannot do this if it's a best friend, although I've had to cut out one. And it's all about negativity. And it's not that we don't encounter negativity in our lives. It's how we deal with it. And negativity, sometimes we'll struggle with things. That's different. But when you have somebody in your life that's constantly trying to talk you out of a situation, or, if you have your heart on something and they're talking you down from it, or they're trying to change your mind or give you every reason why you shouldn't go after something or follow your dreams, that's something that's wrong. Because anybody that's trying to prevent you from that, or trying to talk negative to you about your dreams or what you have in your heart or what you love, and they're trying to inject negative comments or trying to plant seeds in your head that are negative, that is going to destroy whatever you have that's good for you. And over time, this does this, and this destroys people's lives. It's not something that I take lightly. I keep a very small circle of family and friends because of this. And sometimes even the people I love, sometimes we just get in negative moods and we just need to clear our energy. And just like I said in pound number 2, you need to clear your energy, clear it constantly. Do it on a regular basis, do it every day. I have an energy clearing video on this website, on my channel. I also know that there are many, many, many of them on YouTube that you can use. And all you need is about 10 to 15 minutes a day, or if you really feel negative, maybe twice, 3 times a day. And take this, find your own quiet space and meditate. Go out to nature, meditate, take a walk. Put your earbuds in. Do something to clear this negative energy. And there seems to be a lot of it in the world today, because a lot of people that either just aren't ready to move into this age of Aquarius. They're being held back by logic, by beliefs, by beliefs that have been, put into their minds and their hearts since before they were born. So they don't know any better a lot of times. And I'm not saying that they're doing this purposely, but they may be doing it subconsciously, and they don't even realize they're doing it. And they might not have bad intentions. But underlying somewhere is something that is amiss, and it's negative energy, and it just needs to go away. So anyway, again, I'm preaching. Let me move on. So in the future, you're either going to encounter this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, King of Wands, very fiery, creative, passionate, loyal. I'm getting a strong Leo energy off of this one. But whatever it is, you can see the mountains in the background. So they may live at a distance from you, or you may be this King of Wands. And you see these 2 people in the background. They almost look like they're discussing something here. These might be these people. And finally, in the future, you're like, you know what? I'm making up my own mind here. Or this is the person, it might be a love interest coming into you. Because you're either the Empress, which is like the culmination of all the queens in the tarot deck. She's just beautiful in every way. That this King of Wands thinks she's beautiful. She's amazing. She's spiritual. She's very psychic. She's nurturing. She's abundant. She's intelligent. And she's just got it together. And she's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful woman. And she may look like this with the dark hair and the dark eyes. Just like this man may look like this. And I see a love connection here. But I also see that if this isn't about love, expect extreme abundance in all things in your future, pile number 3. So you're very fortunate. Very fortunate. So let's move on to some oracle cards. We have the Earth Magic. We have Meadow, which is vulnerability. So you need to be You know, you're protecting yourself from these people from the past, but you may need to be vulnerable either with this King of Wands or this Empress energy. And 3 is the number I'm getting from this. So 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. I'm going to say 3 days on this one. Something. Message, expression of love, expression of interest. Whether it be, you know, maybe a new boss, a new love interest, or a love interest that you know that you're connecting with, because Mercury is going direct. Archangel messages. Archangel Uriel. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. That's beautiful. So you're going to release the anger and you're going to heal from the past, from this negative Queen of Swords or whoever this is, and the sadness. That is going to heal because your emotions are healing. And it enables you to open up to this beautiful future. Then we have the spirit animal deck, Grasshopper Spirit, says to take a leap of faith. So take a leap of faith, pile number 3. Go with your heart. 30 may be significant. Might be the 30th of the month, 30 days. This might be an address or an age. I think that it's a date. 30 might be somebody's birthday. Then we have the romance angels calling in your soulmate. So if this is a romance meeting, this looks really beautiful already, but, you know, use this card as part of the reading. If it's not, just disregard it. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So, think positive. And now we have the angel answer cards. We have romance, and we have yes. So if you're wondering if this is the right thing to do and you go in with your heart, yes, romance. Empress, King of Wands. So if this is a romantic reading, calling in your soulmate, it's right. If this is abundance or you're looking for it, maybe you get a little bit of both, pile number 3. Maybe you'll get a little bit of both. And more power to you if you do. So let's do some charms for you. And we'll end this reading for today. Okay, so we have 2 candy canes and a snowflake. So this connection could have either started in the winter, something significant, or some emotion. Maybe you fell in love at Christmas. It's very unique, whatever the situation is. You may be both unique individuals. This may be somebody that's different from you in some way. Either physically, culturally, you might live in different places. They might be completely different than anybody else you've ever known, if this is romance. You have a cross, so this is highly spiritual. I also get this with the crowned moon and the wing. And angels are watching over this connection, if it's a connection or it's abundance. I see the chakra. This to me reminds me of chakras, possibly balancing your chakras. It reminds me of rose quartz and love and healing your heart. Also deep love, deep emotion. See how the pink is on the bottom? To me, that's deep. And then we have another love heart right here. And then we have ballet slippers again. I think we had those in another reading. So creativity. This person or you might be very creative. You might be a musician or an artist or have some kind of creative social media. I see you also. Peace needs to be made. Peace in the situation. Also peace with your past. And I see good things in that way. This is going to be peacefully. This is going to be resolved peacefully if you have to break ties with people in your past, or kind of possibly tell a loved one to mind their own business. Is that the best way to put it? It's going to be peaceful. And you hold the key. You hold the key. The key is yours to open up for the future, pile number 3. So, I hope you enjoyed this reading. We're almost out of Mercury retrograde. And if you did enjoy this reading, pile number 3, and lots of luck for the future. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Sending love and blessings to you. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend.